Hello there and welcome from me, Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, to UBC Lunchtime News this Tuesday, the 9th day of July 2024. We're coming to you live online and on air from Broadcast House here on Nile Avenue. Now, 7 people of Chinese descent attached to Double Q Company have been arrested in Luera along Masaka Road for illegal sand mining and draining of Luera wetland. In an operation by the National Environment Management Authority, NEMA, 13 Sino trucks and 4 excavators were also impounded in April. Now, NEMA stopped Double Q Company from mining and asked them to restore the degraded part of the wetland where they had been operating from, to which they paid a deaf ear. Apart from illegal mining, Double Q investors have also been using unacceptable rudimentary methods of excavation in their activities. The operation was mounted under the Wetland Restoration Exercise. Now, the National Water and Sewage Corporation, NWSC, has embarked on a groundbreaking partnership with the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, aimed at enhancing the capacity of the regional training hub for water and sanitation services. This initiative is expected to bring significant benefits to Uganda and the broader African region, as we hear in this story.
The collaboration between National Water and Sewage Corporation and JICA marks a significant step towards addressing the pressing challenges of water stress and sanitation in rural areas. The project, known as the Project for Capacity Enhancement of the Water and Sanitation Regional Training Hub, aims to position National Water and Sewage Corporation as a key player in capacity building within the water and sanitation sector across Africa.
This is based on one fact that National Water has played a key role in capacity development, not in Africa alone, but beyond. We have been in Bangladesh. So learning is a continuous process. Through this agreement, which we are going to sign, what they refer to as a record of discussions, is going to provide a framework for now doing a detailed planning of the specific interventions that will be undertaken.
The project is set to span 3 years, with the first year dedicated to detailed planning and preparation, followed by 2 years of active implementation.
So they want to put us in a position where every African country should be looking at us as a reference point for purposes of building capacity. And this, as I said, is built on the already training we are doing, and will be taken to, through this cooperation, we will go to another level. There are a lot of details in there, in the document.
Deployment of experts from JICA will provide expertise and support throughout the implementation phase.
As always, we thank the government of Uganda and the NWSC for this development effort. On behalf of JICA, I reiterate our strong commitment to this project and look forward to its great success.
The partnership will offer short-term training programs in Japan or India, providing participants with international exposure and learning opportunities.
For many years, JICA has supported the Ministry of Water and the Environment in water and sanitation improvement through infrastructure development, capacity building projects, and promotional interventions. Although many achievements have been registered through these efforts towards the attainment of safe, clean water and sanitation.
Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
Thanks, Kaye, for that story there. Now, the National Drug Authority, in collaboration with police, raided several shops downtown Kampala, where they closed several laboratories with expired drugs. Expired HIV testing kits, malaria drugs, hepatitis B test kits, among other drugs, were found with fake labels. The traders tried to explain, but were nevertheless arrested.
That were being repackaged, HIV test kits that were being repackaged and rebranded. But most worrying still is that we also found hepatitis B vaccines And vaccines have to be kept in controlled temperature, environment. Now these were found outside refrigeration, and even those that were in a so-called refrigerator, the refrigerator was off. So it meant that these products were actually already compromised in terms of their quality. To what measures are taken when people are apprehended. We do have a number of cases still going before the various courts in the country, but we do know that at least there have been 2 cases where we found people with government stores. One was, I think, convicted 10 years. We have another of 6 years in Soroti.
So there is already an attraction for people to continue committing drug-related crimes because of the money. That's why as National Police are spending a lot of time and resources
to Busia now, where Busia Scouts have been equipped with skills on environmental conservation, menstrual hygiene for girls and reproductive health during the Busia District Annual Scouts Day Camp at the Dabani Girls Secondary School Playground. The organization and everything that took place was under the theme Scouting for a Better World, and a total number of 678 learners participated in this year's camp from various schools in Busia District. Take a watch.
We have been studying about some skills of environmental conservation, have learned how to care for our environment. Now, like me, we have been having menstrual skills. I've studied how to keep our slaves clean.
And the things that I think I'll benefit from scouting, because whenever we come here, we get more skills, like getting survival skills.
In those schools, we're also promoting that they should actually use mechanisms of saving power. They should use fuel-saving stoves in these schools, where they can use like 2 pieces of firewood to boil beans and so on.
And the treatment of common diseases using these plant materials. I was giving the testimony here, and people are saying, is it true? Yesterday I brought cough syrup, and the lady who was coughing is now very okay. I make it myself. I learned medicine for ulcers. Hospitals cannot treat, but me I treat. And the people are actually valuing me a lot.
So this is the sign of doing so. So we plant this so that it can grow. We fight global warming.
To Jinja City now, where a program to inculcate Pan-Africanism among the youth with the aim to promote positive culture has been launched in Jinja. While launching the program at Jinja College, the RCC Jinja City, Michael Kasede, emphasized the need for mindset change among the youth.
About observing, it's about knowing and loving your country. This was emphasized to the younger people. And it is very good that in the same college, today we have launched the PanaAfricanism Club. When you combine patriotism and Pan-Africanism, we are going far in creating friendship between countries, especially African countries. And this is what will promote bilateral relations, we will promote multilateral relations, we will promote peace all over the continent. As we teach patriotism, let us incorporate a chapter on culture in the patriotism course so that people don't run away from their culture. People should understand their culture and the value. We have many values which are good in our culture, which promote well-being.
The creation of human beings was in Africa here. And therefore, if you are looking for any originality in terms of humanity, it is here in Africa. Therefore, what it is for Africa must be for Africans.
People would not recognize the rights of others. And it's unfortunate that in Africa, we are forced to love either a school or a country.
Fourteen minutes after 1 in the studios of UBC TV. We'll now take a very short break, but when we return, we'll be looking at the latest in business. Do stay with us.
Amanya gange nze Namtebi Sharon nga nkolera wano wennyini Saka Kirombe oba Makindye. Empangula gye nawanguddemu ssente mbadde nga nkozesa mobile money nga nsindika school fees w'omwana ku ssomero. Okutegeera nti mpangudde nze mutima neegambye nti kambalinde bamale okujja ndyoke nzikirize nti mpangudde. Kyennyinza okubagamba nti si byabafere weewaawo abafere gye bali naye ennamba eri emu yokka era bw'eba ekukubidde omanye eyo si yabafere. Mpulira bulungi nnyo era ndi musanyufu nnyo. Naye MTN mobile money mbebaza nnyo mwebale nnyo mwebalire.
Together we're unstoppable.
Predict the outcome of 10 football games and win big with tickets at only 500 shillings. Play for this Friday's draw to stand a chance to win big with Sports Stake 10.
Buy your tickets at authorized shops on nationallottery.go.ug to download the app or simply dial *278#. Ugandan National Lottery. Dream, play, win. Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Welcome back from that break, and this is Lunchtime News here on UBC TV. A warm welcome to those of you just joining us. My name is Rukidi Edward Kichanangoma. Business news now, and the Microfinance Support Center is advancing its poverty eradication efforts by promoting apiculture among rural communities. Now, this initiative complements the presidential drive for wealth and job creation in rural and urban areas. In Kifamba Sub-County, Rakai District, Major General Eli Kayanja of Operation Wealth Creation launched the apiculture program, encouraging bee farmers to form associations to access financial support from government. The zonal manager of the Microfinance Support Center for Greater Masaka, Samson Kajina, assured that the apiculture associations would receive training in leadership, financial literacy, governance and funding.
Government, through the Microfinance Support Center, has embarked on promoting apiculture among rural communities as part of its poverty eradication campaign. This initiative is an addition to the presidential initiative on wealth and job creation among rural communities.
During the launch of the Apiculture Emyuga program in Chifamba Sub-County, Rakai District, Major General Eli Kayanja of Operation Wealth Creation urged bee farmers to form associations or groups to enable the government extend financial support from the Microfinance Support Center. He emphasized that forming such groups would help farmers access revolving funds, highlighting the significance of apiculture for communities.
Get money. Two, it can help you when you have a coffee project, like here, people grow coffee. The bees helps to make sure that they increase your yield in the coffee project. Three, it is medicine. You can use the honey as medicine to treat people in different diseases, which I don't know, but I've heard people say. We are trying to tell them to form up societies, groups, because of management. So many projects they have failed because there is no people organized themselves into groups.
The zonal manager of the Microfinance Support Center for Greater Masaka, Samson Kajina, stated that after the formation of different bee farm associations, the center will provide capacity building training in leadership, financial literacy and governance to ensure the effective and efficient use of funds to eradicate poverty at the household level.
We want to train them in governance, we want to train them in financial literacy, we want to train them on how they can use their money, how they can save to ensure that they fight hard and get out of poverty. These groups have now gained enough knowledge and skills and have good leadership. We shall also facilitate them and fund them with a government fund or Microfinance Support Center group loan at a very, very minimum rate of 8%. to ensure that they lend to their members.
Brenda Nagadia, the CEO of Friends Group of Companies, which collaborates with the Microfinance Support Center, explained the benefits that bee farmers can expect from this initiative.
I told them about other benefits apart from honey. So in these hives, they expect to get wax, which is also sold, and they get money. We expect to get bee venom, which is also harvested even before you start harvesting honey, and they sell it. We also taught them that out of wax we can make soap, we can make Vaseline.
Bee farmers commended the government for boosting apiculture, noting that this support will also address challenges in value addition and quality in bee production, which have been significant hurdles in beekeeping. I'm Nafka Farida, reporting.
Old Mutual Life Assurance, a leading life assurance in the country, has launched a digital self-service portal called My Old Mutual. Now, the portal is to enhance customer experience, as we hear in this story.
Gone are the days when clients walked miles to access information about products. The internet where portals are created eases the flow of information. The digital world has bridged the communication gap, mainly in the informal sector. Now, the Old Mutual Life Insurance, a leading life insurance provider in the country, has launched a digital self-service portal called My Old Mutual to enhance customer experience. Richard Gatete Magarura, Head of Customer Experience, said the portal seeks to enhance customer experience by providing a convenient, flexible, and transparent way for customers to access their policy information, premium statements, and payment information from anywhere at any time.
Assurance is very interesting. You see, today I could enlist, let's say, my brother or my good friend as my beneficiary, knowing that if you're dealing with life assurance, in case of the risk occurring, this person will be able to carry on and take care of my family, okay? But you know, sometimes circumstances change. Sometimes spouses change, relationships get different dynamics and they change. And therefore, that's why we give you the power to see who your beneficiaries are. You could have opened up, let's say, 5 or 10 year policy, but along the way, without this access, it might actually skip your mind, okay? But, and yet for us, the person you give us is what we take as the person you desire to be your next of kin or beneficiary.
He emphasized that the portal is secure with 2-factor authentication and encryption to protect customer data.
We are very keen on customer confidentiality. and I spoke into the different layers of authentication and security. As a responsible business, we treat our customers' information very confidentially, and we only avail it to them using the right channels. And so in line with this client portal, there is two-factor authentication. So the first mode of security, the first type of security is the password which a customer sets up. This password, we give them guidelines on how to set it up. Should have alphanumeric characters, should have block characters and special characters. So that ensures that at least the password is strong, robust, that no one else can easily access it. But also, whenever they are logging onto the portal, the second level of authentication is the one-time password. Now, this is sent to the customer's telephone number and email address that they registered with us. And so whenever the customer is logging on, they have to first enter this to be able to access the portal.
The portal bridges the digital gap, providing spontaneity and real-time access to information. The company aims to enhance the channel further, allowing customers to raise claims and access policy maturity benefits seamlessly.
Therefore, the biggest benefit is tapping into this digital technology for our customers to ensure that they can be able to self-serve, okay, without having to call anyone. Because you see, if you have manual interventions, they can only do so much. But when you have a digital channel, digital solution, it is self-service. Whenever I need it, I can access it.
The gross written premium of the Uganda insurance market was Uganda shillings 1.4 trillion in 2022. The insurance market in Uganda is expected to achieve a CAGR of more than 13% during 2023 to 2027. Mashamira Victor, Amon Gabo, reporting for UBC News.
You're still watching Lunchtime News, and moving further afield, we go to the US, where US President Joe Biden has condemned a wave of Russian missile strikes that killed at least 38 people in Ukraine as a horrific reminder of Russia's brutality, as he vowed to strengthen Kyiv's air defenses. At least 190 were injured across the country, including some at a children's hospital in the capital, Kyiv. Now, it comes as Biden prepares to host a NATO summit in Washington later Tuesday. The US president said further boosts to Ukraine's air defenses would be announced at the meeting. Leaders from the 32 NATO member states, their partner countries, and the EU are gathering to mark the 75th anniversary of the bloc. Biden said he will be welcoming Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky and other NATO leaders. The summit will focus on defense and deterrence in the context of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The UN Security Council is also meeting on Tuesday at Ukraine's request. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres joined Western officials in condemning Russia's missile attack on Ukraine. And that's all we had time for. Thank you so much for having kept us company. My name is Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, wishing you a blessed afternoon.